season and still kind of undecided about what to make, Chef Aaron is here from Kroger to bail us out, and he has two delicious ideas: Maker's Mark bourbon balls and bacon onion bourbon jam on flatbread. Chef Aaron joins us now. He always has the best ideas, and you have some of my favorite food groups represented here: chocolate, bread, and bourbon. So I'm already all in on these, and these could probably also be some really good gifts to give to people, not just like to take and serve, you know. So what do we want to start with?
So first, and of course, we also have a little bit extra going on today as well. On Wednesday, we have a mix-off at On the Rhine Eatery above the downtown Kroger, and that's why I'm using Makers in both our dishes today.
Because it's sponsored by Makers.
Correct.
All right.
We're kind of mixing that in, but the holidays, I'm a bourbon guy, you're a bourbon gal. Let's make some bourbon bars.
Done.
So like you said, we've got chocolate, and we have this pretzel and peanut butter candy. In the pot, we have some heavy cream.
Okay.
And a third of a cup of bourbon. So 2/3 cup of heavy cream and a third of a cup of bourbon.
And you put the bourbon in with the cream already?
Yes, I put it in there. You can opt to not. And again, when cooking bourbon, be aware, it is flammable.
Oh, right. So be careful when you're pouring it in there, right?
So we have the...
Ooh, oh my gosh, I could eat that right there. Chocolate chips, bourbon, and heavy cream.
Yeah, so we let that heat up.
There is a scent.
And we're gonna pour it over the chocolate. And as we're mixing that, the onions are cooking to the right here.
Can I do anything here? Can we stir them?
No, actually we're good to go. So
Okay.
we cook the bacon down, and we're mixing and matching here because this is gonna take a second to stir this chocolate.
So now we're moving on to the bacon, onion, bourbon jam.
Yeah, so we cook about a half pound of bacon.
Okay.
It's going to be about 6-7 strips, depending on if you choose thick cut, traditional cut. And I did not remove the fat, and I added in 2 Vidalia onions. They're going to be a little sweeter for you.
Okay.
And
this is something you could probably, you're going to put it on a flatbread, this onion jam, but this is something, could you like put it in a nice looking jar and present it as kind of a hostess or host gift?
Oh yeah,
kinda? Yeah?
I would love that personally.
Oh yeah,
you could spread it on bagels in the morning, pretty much whatever you want. You can put it, like we said, on flatbread. You can put it on a grilled cheese.
Okay. Fun.
We'll cut back to I've got the chocolate melted.
Okay, back to the bars.
So this was, again, 2/3 cup heavy cream, 1/3 cup of Maker's Mark bourbon, and we have the mix. So we're just going to pour it right over the top.
I love that you have that already made mix that you can buy at Kroger.
It's got peanuts,
it cuts everything down, so you don't have to buy like
M&Ms in it. And all we're going to do is we're just going to kind of knock this down and stir it around. And that's going to sit overnight, and you're going to have your bourbon bars.
You don't need to bake it or anything?
Nope, it's done. So you're essentially making what we call a ganache.
Okay.
But instead of just all heavy cream, you're cutting in the bourbon, and that's going to give you a strong bourbon flavor. It's going to be bourbon ball similar.
Nice. Now, just a quick question: does the bourbon burn off? Like, could kids have this, or should we not give this to kids?
I would avoid kids.
Avoid kids. Okay.
They'll sleep really well, but
keep it all to yourself then.
You might get a few phone calls.
Okay. Now on to the jam.
So back to the jam. We have our onions, we have our bacon, and then we're going to add in apple cider vinegar, and we're going to add in apple butter.
Apple butter. What an interesting ingredient to add. I love apple butter.
So the apple butter is going to add the sweetness. Instead of adding sugar, you're going to add the apple butter, and then we are going to add our friend.
Should I stand back?
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good on this one.
I already torched this one off.
Okay.
And then put it back in. So that's going to be, again, another 1/3 cup of Maker's Mark.
Oh, the smells mixing together.
Our good friend Maker's Mark. And you're going to let this cook down for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And that's all going to come together. And you're going to have the bourbon bacon jam.
Okay, so that's the finished product. Where does the cheese come in?
So we're going to put this on the flatbread.
Okay.
So, and again, we're doing this all, we have the mix-off Wednesday night.
Great.
Doors open at 7. The event starts at 8. On the Rhine Eatery, there's 5 different places to eat. We'll have Molly Wellman will be there. Julie Neeson will be there.
Oh, wow.
They'll be judging the event.
Okay. And Natalie from Q102, I think, is emceeing.
Yes, she'll be
so
emceeing.
She'll be a lot of fun. And this is the eatery that's above the downtown Kroger. I've not yet been there, so I need to go because there's all kinds of great food.
Yeah, I mean, there's Django Taco, there's Eli's Barbecue, we have an 1883 cafe.
And you said Paul Sturkey is kind of involved with this as well. Everybody remembers him probably from Sturkey's. I love him. He's such a great chef. So.
Correct. Yeah, he's heavily involved.
Anything he's involved with is going to be good.
So we put our jam on the non-flatbread.
Okay.
So Stonefire non-flatbread, just the original. And we're going to put smoked Gouda cheese on top that we shredded.
Wow.
And then, of course, we're going to pop that right in the oven. Oh, let it cook.
And magically,
oh my goodness, it's done.
Look, it's done. That looks fantastic.
We have fresh basil in every store, but downtown we also have 80 acres basil. So we're just going to tear that.
Pop that on top there.
put it
Somewhere
on
Bob
top.
Herzog just woke up. He heard bacon was
Heard
cooking
bacon.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay, very good. We have to wrap up, but the mix-off he's been talking about is Wednesday. Doors open at 7. It's at On the Rhine Eatery, which again is the second floor of the Kroger on East Court Street, and we have details at local12.com. You can click on the Get It Now links, and we'll have these recipes as well, because these are just going to be so great. Something a little different to take
Correct.
for holidays.
Yes.
Thank
Correct.
you. You always do
Thank
such
you.
a great job. We'll be right back.